Daniel Gotero, KHOU in Houston. Fabian, can you appreciate, I know you're in the moment right now, you've been at U of H now for a long time. Can you appreciate the type of impact that you've left and this group, that these groups that you've been a part of have left on a school that is pretty proud of its basketball tradition that goes back a long ways?
When I committed here, I just wanted to help UH basketball get back on the map as long as anyone else that came here. But at first, you never really saw anybody wearing UH basketball shirts or really even coming to the games. And now everybody's wearing UH basketball shirts, and we're selling out almost every game. So it's a lot of support behind us, and we love it really.
James Mueller, the Daily Cougar. Fabian and Josh, y'all are coming off a game where you just faced Kofi Cockburn, and now you face an Arizona team with, I think they're one of the tallest teams in the college basketball. Can you just talk about the challenges their bigs present and just the keys to, shutting them down?
A lot of teams in the tournament gonna have size. That's the factor in getting this far in the season. So, just being physical and keeping them out the paint, having a body on them, boxing out, and making sure they work on the other end, making sure they gotta keep us from getting to the boards and defend us. So just keep them active and keep being physical.
Same thing Josh said. You just gotta stay physical, really. Just try to play harder than them, play to the culture, and hopefully we'll come out with the win.
All right, we have a question from Zoom. Ann, you want to take that over, please?
Okay, our question will come from Christopher Heidel from Herb FM Sports. Please unmute your microphone and ask your questions, and be sure and direct it to which student athlete you'd like to answer the question.
Hey, this is Chris Heidel from Herb FM Radio in Baltimore, Maryland. This question is for Josh. I know you spent some time at DeMatha down there in the D.C. area. What's it like playing some high school basketball in the D.C. area?
It's great. The WCAC is one of the best high school leagues in the country. So, I think just that amount of competition that you face in high school really prepares players to take the next jump into college. So, just that amount of competition and playing that area with the hoops culture out there, it really prepares you for the next level.
Right here first.
Yeah.
Fabian, you've known Coach for a little while longer than these guys, but for all three, for all three of you, is there a funny story, funny anecdote about Coach that you would be willing to share? Something that a lot of people don't know. I always find that be an interesting question, behind the scenes type deal about Coach.
You don't really hide much, He just, what y'all see is what we see. He say what's on his mind. His jokes is, it may come off like a little, rough, but he really just playing with you. The funniest thing I've experienced was last week he took his shirt off. So that's the first time I've ever seen him do that. So that's the funniest thing I've seen.
Josh or Kyler?
To me, he's a totally different person on the court than off the court. On the court, he's like more intense. He wants everything done his way, and off the court, he's more like relaxed. Always cracking jokes. But I can agree with Fabian and Fame about the shirt taking off. Yeah, that was probably the funniest thing I've seen.
Yeah, just a sense of humor off the court. Pretty serious guy, but he still has his moments where he, cracks a joke or two. He'll catch you off guard. Some of the things he does, with the shirt thing that really caught me off guard. But yeah, he's interesting.
Kyler, earlier last week, Coach Sampson was very complimentary of your defense and called you the best defender in the American, and talked about just how you've been able to, lock down some of your opponent's best guys. Do you embrace that challenge, and what's it like, going up against, the Pac-12 Player of the Year in Benedict Mathurin?
Oh yeah, I definitely embrace it. I take pride in defense like no other. But facing Arizona and their best player, he's a very good scorer. We just got to put our defense, and hopefully it'll work out.
Justin Spears from the Arizona Daily Star. When you guys lose Sasser and Mark at the beginning of the year, how are you guys able to just regroup and have the season you guys had?
I just feel like we all have pride in what we do, just like y'all have pride in what y'all do. We gonna play our best basketball, play as hard as we can, play together, and it just happened to come out with some wins and a conference championship. So I feel like we're good enough to win more games throughout March, but we just gotta take it one game at a time and keep playing hard.
Bruce?
Hi, for all you guys, I was wondering, Bruce Pasco with the Arizona Daily Star, just wondering if what kind of atmosphere you expect tomorrow. Does it feel like almost sort of a home court advantage?
I think it should be because, San Antonio, Houston are right there. So I think our fans should be there, and I think it should be loud for us.
Yeah, shoot, 3-hour drive from home. We're expecting a big turnout, but we also know Arizona themselves has a big fan base. We know their fans travel well, but we're really expecting for our fans to show up. That's the big benefit of having this game so close to home is, being able to have your fans be able to be there and support.
Adam Rosso with Spectrum News Texas. Covering Jamal in high school, he was always the loud, vocal, happy, smiling guy. Seems like he's like that with you guys too. What does his personality do for your team and do for kind of the camaraderie?
He always outgoing. He's like the energy bunny. He always cracking jokes. Putting a smile on people's faces. That's what a PG supposed to do. So he's just doing his job.
Yeah, just Jamal. Even though he's one of the younger guys, he still has that role as a leader on the team. Being the point guard, being the guy he is, real stand-up guy, and he brings energy every day. So just having him there as the point guard, as the tip of our spear, he's really a presence that's needed.
Adam Winkler with ABC 13 out of Houston. Guys, apologize if something like this has already been asked. Just ducked in. You guys are underdogs for just the second time since December of 2020. But I've also heard that you guys kind of always feel like you're the underdogs walking into the gym. Can you kind of talk about the mentality going into tomorrow?
I feel like our mentality is just the same mentality we always go in for every game, really. Play harder than our opponent, out-tough our opponent, and play to the culture. And we usually come out with the win. But the underdog thing, we always the underdog. We've been the underdog since December, since we lost Mark and T-Mark. So it's nothing that we're not used to.
Bruce?
Yeah, hi. Josh, this is Bruce Pasco again from Tucson. The offensive rebounding, does that become just like something you love, or what is it about you guys and that? And is that just drilled into you, or did you naturally, a lot of you guys have that?
I feel like Coach kind of recruits a lot of guys naturally that want to offer offensive rebound, but when you get here on campus, the first thing he does is he drills it into you. He puts a bubble up on the rim, and we do bubble drill, and that's just a battle. There is no made shots when the bubble's up there, so every board is up for grabs. So it's definitely drilled into us, and I think it's something hard for teams to really guard against or scout because it's every possession. Every possession we got four guys on the glass, so. We know that we're going to be able to, have the opportunity to do that again against Arizona, so that's going to be a big emphasis for us.
Anything else for our student athletes? Adam?
And you guys, maybe Kyler or Josh, who didn't get the last one, the orange balls. I know you guys have been playing with them for a couple rounds, but obviously they're different. How much different are they to you guys, and do they catch your eye a little bit?
Most definitely. They're kind of, rougher than the ones we play with. Kind of bounce you, probably jam your finger a couple times. But it's basketball. It's the game. We're gonna adjust to it at the end of the day, and try to go out there and play with it the best we can. Pause.
Yeah, I was totally wanting to go away from the genuine leather and go with the synthetic, but I feel like sometimes you could take the air out on a little bit, it got a bouncy feel to it. But if it comes off the rim harder when someone misses a shot, that's more opportunity for an offensive rebound. So I'm not complaining.